has some potential, but there's also not much damage they can throw inside a Chronosphere other than Illuminate. Yeah, Rocket, but that's not it.
Nightfall, tagged by the battery assault, and oh yeah, a lot of damage from that mana burn. Gonna clear him up. Gets the high five from the tower as he dies. But a good first blood for Navi onto the anti-mage. Incredibly important for them. They throw the tips towards Nightfall. I'm sure he's
not what you expected.
Of course, good friends with a lot of these Navi players coming from the same region.
Bad dodging that. Illuminate on a mid lane. Storm should not struggle here. He should have a good time, and so is no. And I don't think anyone is gonna die because Keeper of the Light will be able to keep the distance. Yeah. There is small camp block for Keeper of the Light. That's pretty big, and the same goes for Storm Spirit. So both teams know that these two heroes love to farm the small camp, and will be taking out some of their XP and extra gold.
Well, Fly gonna try and stop the easy pull across of the creep wave by Sweden Strong, while Solo doing the exact same thing top. So both side lanes here from the off lane trying to manipulate that creep wave, get faster level 2s on some of their heroes. Arteezy though is able to drag his enemy creep wave across and maybe get the deny on the range creep, which always is a hindrance for their opponents. Now, how is this going to work, Lacoste, with Void offlane? Because you've got Kotl, very greedy, soaks up a lot of farm. AM, same story. What build do we see from Lays here?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You can't Mom Maelstrom on an offlane Void? And you go back to the Universe Blink days?
Does he want to scale? Probably. He might get a Mask of Madness. I wouldn't mind seeing that. But he also might go more utility. I'd be down. Now that I'm thinking about it, he's playing against two heavy physical cores. I would love to see Heaven's Halberd. Sounds stupid, but other heroes cannot buy it. And like just Mask of Madness, Heaven's Halberd, because you need some kind of way to farm things up. And you also want to like scale to one extent. You're not gonna get the like I don't know Lotus Orb into
Guardian Greaves.
Yeah.
Or the 32 salves if you play Slasher's way. Maybe if he finds the trusty shovel, he can go that direction. Crit, slapping away at Solo. Again, they're just splitting these waves as best they can. Sweden Strong. They're going to drag down bottom. Fly's Poison Touch. Pretty annoying. One of the better tools here. Nearly loses the aggro of the creeps there, but a couple of the melees will follow and keep chasing him. But where's he going? Is he going to drag these creeps to mid lane for no one to farm? Oh,
he's trying to figure that out himself, like whether the creeps are going to be following him.
Yeah, it's like Kotl, I'm bringing you creeps. Oh no, I'm not. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen this level of creep manipulation being attempted. Lays does have the time warp to jump away from the Fuzzy Wuzzy of Artur.
He's
That's
dead.
on cooldown for a long time now, though.
Easy.
And there's the kill for Arteezy's bet. Missing a few CS on the tower though. Dire Wave is under tier 1. But he should be able to return and gather up the remnants of the waves.
Kotl did manage to devoured his small camp. Abed did not, so he's going to be farming a little less, having less experience. Anti-Mage, because he got the first blood on the top lane, does have Ring of Health, and yeah. When he starts to put the points in counterspell, Ranger will think twice.
Abed?
He's fine.
Okay. It's always one of those moments though, you know, level 3, level 4 on Storm, you see those solo kill attempts. No one very speedy on the Keeper of the Light though. Able to get away from any remnants left over by Abed. And I noticed, you know, Anti-Mage is going Battle Fury, and as is the Ursa of Arteezy. That Ursa trying to scale and keep up with the AM's farm rate.
Because Ursa, if he doesn't get Battle Fury, that means that he's not gonna, like, you need to keep fighting, get the momentum going. You can still play without Battle Fury, but if you want to play it safe, Battle Fury is the way to go.
It's not going to be that like AFK farming for Battle Fury and then sitting in jungle though, right? He's going to be farming and fighting at the same time. Keep that pressure on with the help of the Storm and the Earth Spirits.
I've seen some Chinese carries going like Diffusal Blade into Battle Fury to be able to like have late game security, but also like have window between 10 and 20 minute mark where you wanna take the fights. Because Mana Burn is extremely effective against Anti-Mage, Faceless Void, even anything that is Cold Embraced. Yeah, and having an extra way of slow also is a huge benefit.
Definitely help out. We'll see how things pan out though for Artur. Has Faceless Void decided anything yet? Just treads queued up for now. Not committing in towards any higher tier items just yet. Definitely being bullied though by this Ursa. 13 last hits on the Faceless Void. 24 and 14. 15 denies now on Arteezy as Fly forces the TP back from the Clockwerk and leaving Lays in that straight 1v1, which is not a happy time for him.
No, he doesn't have a kill threat. It's Clockwerk plus offlane Faceless Void. Like you just against Ursa, he can't get out of caught with Earth Shock.
He's got to blink away. Can't continue that 1v1 fight against Nightfall. Crit. Might be looking for the backstab. Don't think we've got any salves there. It is just the Ring of Health and that tower protection regen. Keeping the AM in lane.
Oh, Regen Rune for Abed.
He's gonna get the Vortex on the clock that illuminates a big damage and blows back.
When I said Regen Rune, I meant Fountain Regeneration.
Yeah.
They blasted him.
I was not expecting that. Nightfall's gonna go for solo now. And walks the Wyvern with the leash up on him. A little bit of damage, but not too much kill threat there. So far, you know...
Arteezy's dead.
Arteezy, yeah. Sweden strong and lanes. The time walk forward is going to keep the Void alive. And he was left all alone down bottom. No dazzle to be seen.
Played way too aggressively. But Abed will come in and clean things up. Because there's a huge wave approaching, and Abed will definitely farm that up. Meanwhile, on a mid lane, Fly collecting some experience. Abed will go back to mid lane. Arteezy back to the bottom.
Do you think Navi feel pretty good about the way things are going? Like the net worth lead is minimal. It's been a pretty slow laning stage, right?
They love that because I mean you have Anti-Mage, off-lane Faceless Void plus Keeper of the Light from mid lane, which means that he's going to be farming. Boots of Travel already done, 7 minutes in.
So when does EG want to pick up the tempo? Is it around a Storm Spirit timing or Earth Spirit level 6?
They have Earth Spirit plus Storm, so they can always go for these pickoffs. So once Earth Spirit starts getting levels, ooh.
Yeah, interesting interaction there. Pushed and pulled. And rolling away.
Do you remember that push me, pull you animal from Dr. Doolittle?
I do not. I remember Dr. Doolittle, but I can't remember any.
It's from the book.
I see.
Hey, it's a weird looking animal. Let me Google that for you.
Yeah, you bring up the picture for me, thank you. I remember the there was an English TV show, To Me, To You. There was two men with mustaches that were always joking around and trying to move things back and forth. That's a llama.
Yeah, it's a double llama.
that is a double llama. Conjoined llama.
Very funny.
I'm glad Twitch chat can't see what you're showing me on your screen.
They can Google it. It's safe for work. You can Google it. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna get you banned, chat.
Goodness gracious. Abed, closing on level 9. Going for that Kaya build that we've seen. Sandra Kaya, rather than the Orchid or anything like that. Just want to scale, build up into that mid game. Fly sat behind him, poking away at no one. But Navi have the numbers with Solo and Sweden strong, looking to play forward in towards the dazzle. Slow him down with the Arctic Burn and a good push back with the blinding light. Opens things up. For Fly to die. He might grave himself and buy a bit of time. And in the end, he will eventually fall inside his own jungle.
I said that Clockwerk plus Keeper of the Light need to make rotations. They also got first Urn of Shadow charge. No one will be going into Spirit Vessel as expected. This is Storm Spirit after the nerfs to Null Talismans, which means that his mana, like, it's not going to be 4 or 5 Nullies and unlimited mana. So he's trying to make an adjustment, going for the Soul Ring and going for Kaya next.
Yeah, try and keep that mana pool up. It's very difficult for EG so far to really contend with the AM or bully him. Raze hasn't been able to do too much, but now they bring in Artur with that silence from Crit. They finally land an initiation that they've been desperate for these first 10 minutes to kill the Anti-Mage. The plan was simple, kill the AM.
Finally, we see Earth Spirit in action. This is his first real rotation. As I said, he needed a little bit more levels, put that point in silence, and with the roll, there is enough to be able to kill him. Now, onto the tower. They're using a scan to check if anyone is there. In terms of tower damage, they don't really have that much.
Abed really wanted that rune. Grabs the DD, bottles it up while VQ gonna chip away at Fly.
Tower is under attack.
Abed back to his fountain. Scared of what the kotl was bringing. But now with this move up top, sure, they kill the AM, but Laze is getting quite a lot of time down bottom. And it looks like he decided what he's going to build.
Right back, Faceless Void.
You're a fan?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Will buff up, like it will give them some extra damage, opens up the Roche as well, even though they have like Cold Embrace, but...
Nice rolling from Crit. Silence and the damage from Nightfall, 2 in a row. Quick succession of kills on the AM there. Huge boost for EG's morale. But Sweet and Strong and Laze aiming for Nightfall. Quick gonna roll away, he's out of danger. Nightfall fighting back and gets a double kill as he picks off the Clockwerk. He will die in return in a 2 for 2 because Earth Spirit also dropped to the urn, I believe, of the Keeper of the Light.
By Keeper of the Light, yeah. Abed not involved in this fight, and Fly moving around the map, trying to collect some XP. Rest of the team playing aggressively. But the good thing for EG is they did manage to kill Anti-Mage second time, delaying his Battle Fury timing. It's still going to be decent timing on the Battle Fury, considering how all things went in the laning stage and these 2 kills.
Do you know what this Void build reminds me of, Lacoste? If you think back 6 years ago...
I don't know.
Meme. Well, it was a meme, yeah. It's no longer in the game, but there used to be a time, and I think it was Bulba that made this popular. Manta-style Necronomicon Faceless Void, because you can move the units around inside the Chrono. So you can have Wraith Pact running around in Chrono.
Do you need it? Do you need Wraith Pact to move? I mean, it still deals damage if you summon it, but...
Move it forward, send it deeper. Solo, gonna get picked up here by EG. Caught out and killed. He does get a curse onto the Storm. What's the follow-through like, though? It's a 2-man Chrono. Laze doesn't really have the backup damage.
On cooldown.
Oh, yeah, Rocket Flare comes in, does very little now, and Laze has spent his Chrono. Hook shot off the mark as well. As EG just wave goodbye.
Sweet and Strong, but USA stronger in this one. Misses a hook shot, and there was supposed to be a blast from Keeper of the Light, but unfortunately it was on cooldown. And now, Nightfall, he's going for pretty standard stuff on his Razor, getting the BKB first to be able to just lock onto a target and be very annoying, even though it's like, I'm not sure who's going to be linking, because he needs either Storm Spirit or Earth Spirit to also provide some kind of a lockdown. But Anti-Mage and Faceless Void can link away.
How many raindrops does one man need? Nightfall. Picking up a couple of pairs of them. Still a very slow, steady game. Navi continue to try and delay things out until they get these big items up.
Stupendous!
Especially on their AM. Fly, he's got an Observer Ward, not quite sure where he wants to place it yet. Navi have done a very good job at sentrying, dewarding, controlling that top jungle, and even placing some deep vision down bottom to pivot towards this tier 1.
Arteezy will match. Almost timing from Anti-Mage for that Battle Fury. But they also do open up Roshan potentially, because Fury swipes are maxed out. That means that, as we said, the first tier 1 tower falls, and Ursa will be playing top part of the map. Does have enough sustain with that possessed mask. Now we'll be getting that Ring of Health and also Void Stone. So in terms of farming, both of these heroes are going to have pretty much the same amount of farm.
Gets those Battle Furies right on time. kotl aiming BKB next. He's finished off his travels in his Spirit Vessel. Taking over that bottom jungle. Mirror movements from EG going up north, and they did get their Observer Ward down at long last. Scout out any movements from Navi. No one really yet making a move on these tier 1s though. Everyone able to hold out. Of course, Keeper of the Light very adept at just shoving waves.
Tower damage. Both teams like literally have nothing. They need to play with catapults, or they need to win a big team fight and start hitting the towers. So Faceless Void does have 2,000 gold, still thinking about his itemization. If he wanted to commit, for this one, he would definitely bought it, but, you know, might be thinking of something different. I said,
Radiance. Vanguard Radiance, Faceless Void. Bring it back.
If they want to play a farm game, I also wouldn't mind... I'm gonna say it, Gary. I wouldn't mind seeing Hand of Midas if he wants to play the farm game.
The Midas. I mean, yeah, it's not bad, is it? Faceless Void likes the attack speed. If they are doing this long, drawn-out game, get the experience as well. He's got decent talents.
You won't be able to close out the game because you have no tower damage. We're talking about sieging tier 3 tower, and that's very difficult. Never mind. A bit disappointed.
60% Dota Plus win probability, slightly climbing, 1% every few seconds there for EG. We'll see if that means anything whatsoever, though. As Navi bring 3 heroes top. AM constantly under this Radiant Ward, but still no opportunity for EG to get in on top of him. Maybe we would like to see Earth Spirit and Storm play a little more aggressively. That's the Battle Fury, done on both of the Position 1 heroes.
They will always have kill threat on Anti-Mage. Pre-Manta style, they will be able to lock onto him and kill him. No one making an adjustment, going for second item. I mean second item, if Boots Travel is first item, Spirit Vessel second, then BKB third item. He needs to be able to protect himself against Storm Spirit and Earth Spirit. So, good choice, very defensive, and here they come.
Yeah, straight onto the kotl. Lays looking to swing back. Time dilation slows them down, and Arteezy hook-shotted, trapped in the cogs, but he'll Earthshot over the trap. They do have this chrono, though, onto the Ursa and the Dazzle, so no grave, no heal. And the time lock bash is landing onto Ursa while they try to curse Arbed up. A little bit disjointed here from EG, as they link and drain the damage from the Void, but in comes V-Tune, trying to clear up on crit. Navi holding their jungle and moving forward for more. Lays, we slowed down Nightfall, another blink forward from V-Tune, but no real way to connect meaningfully on the Razor. That's good enough for them.
Faceless Void lays those Chronospheres nicely, catching him on the edge, and the Dazzle could not get the grave
He just looked
off.
at me.
Yeah.
He turned his head, he winked, gave me the side eye. He knows what he's doing, Twitch chat. Don't mistake it. He's very calculated with these jokes.
I'd say big W for Navi, using that Chronosphere as a tool just to lock onto someone, get a kill. I want to see EG play aggressively right now, because they know there is no chrono. 2 times Winter's Curse was used, and they didn't get too much out of it.
Oh, a hook shot though. Fly once again. Picked up by Swedish Strong and Lays. It's the heat map of the kotl there, as you see on the mini-map bottom left. Majority of the time in that middle lane, and of course all the creep camps surrounding it. Hasn't really been... he's not really a rotating hero. He is the sit mid, defend my tier 1, and gather up an enormous amount of farm as he sits atop the net worth chart at 8,700. Slow and steady. Gonna win this race. Lincoln Sphere for Arbed. It looks like that's about to be delivered, so fully completed.
Tower is under attack.
Lincoln Sphere done on Storm Spirit. He is afraid of Mana Void and Curse to lock him into place, burn his mana.
Invisibility.
Faceless Void does have Vlad's done, and might be also full raid back. Yeah, he's using the Courier, Silence into roll.
Is it enough damage? Ooh, maybe if they can keep on chasing. Nightfall has his BKB up. Sweden Strong under the Shadow Amulet. Untouchable. So that's a BKB usage for a Faceless Void kill, but this is what it unlocks. Roshan available for EG just to walk into the pit. That should be a simple one for Artur to take. I don't think Navi has what it takes to contest this.
Clockwerk, keeping, he wants to find an angle.
Oh yeah, he's got
Arteezy's half HP. I don't know if they want to commit to this.
Oh, he's been rocket flared, scouted. I thought that was a freebie for them, but Arbed, he wants the additional pick-off to make it a little easier. Solo jumped on by the bear and hugged to death.
Inside the pit, but they lost the stacks from Chivalry Swipes, so might need to wait out. They had this opportunity. Clockwerk TPs, scouts him into Rocket, Arteezy gets bashed, and
Radiant's middle
back
tower
to full
is under
HP.
attack.
Crit and fly.
They've got
Have a lot of healing.
The high ground ward there as well gives EG the vision and the safety that they need to take it. They're already pinging out where the Clockwerk is, and they make the jump with Ahmed and Crit. That's the pairing we wanted to see. Two spirits straight in onto him with Magnetize there. Sweden Strong is low but not dead. Gets the vision with the rocket flare again, and with Solo's D-ward and a Chrono going straight through onto Nightfall, no one's Illuminate is going to blast him down. Great from Fly though, buys time for Arteezy to arrive. Sweden Strong in with a hookshot concept. Oh, push back! No one's griefed his mates. They get the razor. Pichu, he's going to try and get away from this. The Storm Vortex is in back as they did curse Arteezy, but no damage to come his way.
Good spell casting there from EG, being able to save Razor for extended period of time, and that blinding light, as you said, pushed him away. So potentially he could have lived, but Anti-Mage needed to go in. And good thing for Navi is that Anti-Mage is getting a lot of farm. He's level 15, 10,000 net worth, getting very close to that Manta style. Then he's not gonna need to care about silence from the Earth Spirit. So one man Chrono. This is offlane Faceless Void, so you don't care too much about it. And we see this right back. Ursa did go in and instantly kill it with the Fury Swipes, get some extra gold.
Yeah, it could have been a little easier maybe. An opportunity for a nicer Winter's Curse could have been there as well. But EG come out on top, 10 to 10.
I think Arteezy did like 20,000 damage to Roche so far.
Hookshot's ready.
Fred wants to block it. He wants to find
where's Sweden Strong.
Where he is.
There's the hookshot in. He's dropped nine there, Arteezy, when he turns to face the Clockwerk. And well, the Tin Man had a battle plan, but unfortunately it was counteracted by Crit and Artur.
Roshan also going out of his home.
Going back in here. Ahmed, he's just gone straight into the middle of three of them. Finds the pick off on Solo as he jumps back in with the ball lightning. And no one. He BKB'd. He ran away.
Abed understands. Like, this is why they picked Stone for it, to be able to find this Wyvern, cause him to use the bad curses or die before even using it. Yeah. There's still Orb of Venom inside the Roche pit.
That's what he dropped.
Free gold, he dropped it, yeah.
That's fine. Bring a courier across and pick that up if he wants to. Oh, but look at that, an arcane rune for Abed. Couldn't be more perfect for him, so they've got Aegis Ursa, arcane on Storm. An item coming out. Higher for him, there's Clarities.
It's nothing.
What's he spent his money on?
His career is attacking the enemy base.
He bought a shard, that's what it is. I knew he bought the Lincolns a while back. So Storm Spirit with the Aghanim Shard, now eyeing up the Aghanim Scepter.
His career is still on the hill in the enemy triangle.
Was he scouting for vision, or?
Potentially for vision, so Dazzle can plant a sentry.
That's good utilization of the couriers. You've seen Abed quite often using them to scout runes. And now scouting out for vision while Navi are smoked. They want to use these teamfight ultis they've got. It is go time, green lit. Winter's Curse, Hookshot, Chrono. You know, ideally, who do they use these spells on? Do you just Chrono the Ursa? Do you try and get a curse on the back lines?
Like, these curses were not landing. They were landing on Ursa instead of someone who's sitting next to Ursa, and they cannot Chronosphere him because of the Dazzle and also holding Aegis for another 3 minutes.
Right, and the fact he's got Enrage as a backup plan as well once he gets out of that Chrono. Or even if he's able to cast it pre-Chrono. So it's EG's turn to go under smoke. Vision is there from them. Fly got a very good deep ward, immediately sentryed though by Solo. Rewarding battle between these two incredible captains. Always a wonder to see. Blaze jumps in and immediately out. Artur with 2 minutes 40 remaining on Aegis. Really wants this tier 1 tower. Want to heavily commit for it though, with Navi having so many members here.
Very limited in terms of tower damage, so they need to kill people and then go for it. Double damage is here. Seems like Abed wants to give his bottle. It's already there. I'm half blind, cannot see because everything is blue.
It's all blue.
Arteezy's color is also blue, so he camouflaged it.
It's all hidden. Oh, yeah, you're right. DD rune in.
Yep, double D, double die. And he's gonna be jumping Lace.
Good attempt from Crit, not quite on the money. It's been a good showing from Arteezy Ursa as well with his Battle Fury, because you'd expect Anti-Mage 20 minutes in to be racing ahead with his farm rate and being that one big carry in the game. But he's dead even with him. Completely paired up with that Anti-Mage top of the net worth. Battle Fury Manta, working on a Skadi now it looks like. But Arteezy already has this Basher, which could be the undoing of Navi. Basher
plus Brigand's Blade with Overpower, that's ton of damage. Your health drops so quickly.
And a Blink Dagger to be able to jump into them. Just the lack of vision is incredibly challenging to find any openings. And Radiant has one ward down bottom, you see there, the one glimpse of vision they have, while Dire a couple of wards around that mid lane and bottom rune spot. And they see Arteezy. They know where he's lurking. He's not out here for a picnic. He's hungry for kills.
Dire's top
1,000 gold on his way towards the Aghanim Scepter. That AoE Vortex, always an incredible team fighting tool.
Because you want to have something to be able to initiate on Anti-Mage, and it's not countered by counterspell.
Oh, that's a good point.
Dire's top
Absolutely true. Especially when you've got a Battle Fury Ursa dragging them all into a black hole, basically, giving them the cleave. Arteezy just sitting here behind this tier 2 mid. He wants to kill someone, but Navi giving him nothing whatsoever. Top lane instead pushed down by EG with a catapult wave. 12 to 10, 26 minutes in. Definitely one of the quieter games we've had. But it's this delicate dance. Very nuanced play from both teams, getting towards item timings and with probability shifting back towards Navi a little bit as it's gone from like 63, 64 down to 58.
Yeah. Anti-Mage is beloved by community and Gaben, it seems. Because he's farming a lot. He's 15,000 net worth. Ursa is keeping up. If this was not a Battle Fury Ursa, things would be completely different.
It would be like 90% Navi victory. Anti-Mage is out farming.
They're already prepared for this. Where's the bash?
Straight in on him. Crit with the stun of the silence for the Winter's Curse. Solo will save B2. Blaze thinking about the chrono and goes straight back in onto it, but no one. He's been backstabbed by the Nightfall Razor. Forced to BKB and run away, so Ursa can now turn to battle with the Faceless Void. TP out from the rest of Navi. Storm Spirit facing off against Laze. They need to get a kill here, and they'll focus him down. One hero dies with every spell in the world being cast.
Everyone's so low on mana, especially 3 cores from EG, but not enough damage inside a Chrono Sphere. That's pretty big. Anti-Mage is never going to be able to deal damage inside Chrono unless someone is caught on the edge. The only damage they got is Rocket and Illuminate. One more time. One of the reasons why, like, Blaze is there and he's like, why is no one helping me? He landed a good Chrono after the curse, but there's no follow-up. Where's the Dragon Lance for melee heroes? A Penta-Edge Sword, I guess. The Broom Handle. Broom Handle, yeah. I need some extra attack range on this Anti-Mage somehow.
Gold and sweet.
That's up next, Ice Frog. Dragon Lance for melee heroes. Buff Meepo back up to where he belongs. Nightfall frontlining. Scouting out no one. It's very, very spooky though for EG to really commit too heavily to anything against Illuminate. And hook shot. As the jetpack from the Clockwerk doesn't get him over the cliffs in time. He's trying to come around that mountain, but he's found out by Arteezy Ursa.
Sweet and strong. Pointing out exactly where the ward is. He knew when he moved to the jungle that he got scouted out.
Nice bit of wave clearing out from EG. Mid and top both trending towards the Navi base. Now they've done that, they are quickly moving down bottom. Artur, he doesn't have Aegis anymore, so maybe they could use him as a little bit of bait. Navi are not falling for any of this though. They are immediately retreating back to their side of the map. And it's this game of tug of war. The pull and push again. EG pushes top, Navi pull back. And they go push top, and EG pulls back.
So very soothing. Push me, pull you. Again, we're back at it.
We are back at it again. Very soothing, calming. Like the ebb and flow of the ocean. The waves just moving back and forth.
Oh, I can smell the ocean right now.
It's a bit worrying, honestly. Is that a medical reason for that?
No, maybe I need a vacation. Nightfall, he does have a Refresher Orb that he used once, 15-second on cooldown, but will be ready for the next fight. Arteezy going for Lincoln Sphere, and he does have it, so Winter's Curse not gonna be there, and one ability that he is afraid of is Solar Bind. If you get Solar Bound plus Time Dilated, you don't move.
Yeah. You're not going anywhere. You're a slug. Moving at a crawl. And 1 minute till Roshan. His next fight very likely going to be around that second Rosh. Lays, yeah, he finished off that Wraith Pact. Lotus Orb queued up next. Spider Legs delivered for him now, so a little bit of extra in and out capabilities with his shard and his move speed. Spots Arteezy coming in and says, not getting involved with this whatsoever. Good D-ward from the bear there.
Lotus Orb, good against Earth Spirit and Razor, but that's about it. Like, two cores, they don't care too much about getting Static Link, because they could potentially get out of trouble, and...
Does he feel he needs an armor item? Is that a consideration? Would you just rather see him go for like an Assault Cuirass if that was the thought process?
On Faceless Void?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again, I would love this to be Heaven's Halberd, because
yes.
you can ruin, especially Razor. Razor deals a ton of damage, and it's great against Ursa as well.
Well, yeah, just buy a Yule Scepter. Yule's the Ursa when he's enraged. We'll see what he does though on Lays.
No one does have Hex, so that's gonna be a good way of controlling the Storm Spirit, but they need to proc the Lincolns first. Same goes for Ursa, like double Lincolns and not too many abilities to proc them.
Is under attack.
Level 20 Razor. Eye of the Storm upgraded. Some of the voice queued up for him as well now. On top of that, a Blink Dagger he has just purchased.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Navi smoking up. Anti-Mage is where? In the Dire base. The other members of Navi trying to press forward, thinking about that Roshan. CV Tune has finished up with Scardy. All crit. Found out straight off the bat. Jumped in. Sweden strong. And
Does have buyback.
a finishing blow there from no one. Good buyback, you're right. And it's going to be important around this Roche pit to do just that, because they've worked with a little Hex there and a move in with a Chrono, catching the AM inside. He's caught his own teammate and no one dies. Lays, time walks back towards Artur, but the bashes and the hits from this overpowered Ursa are going to kill off the Wraith Pact and look for his next target. Winter Wyvern dead before he can cast his ultimate himself, and now Vortex finding the AM. He's silenced and stunned. V2's bashed and dead.
That's the fight though. Kret just knows what's up. He rolls onto the high ground, puts down a ward, it gets devoted, pays with his life, hook shot is used, and he uses buyback, forces enemy to, like, out of position, and once again, Chronosphere on top of Anti-Mage. He tried to put it on the edge, because it's the only way that Anti-Mage can actually deal damage, but very, very difficult. Now Fuzzy Wuzzy does have Aegis, and also has a shard, so Earth Shock, plus Enrage. We're gonna see that again.
It's like, you know, good initiation from Navi, but yeah, the problem with their draft is this double melee side lane core matchup with Void and AM. Sweden Strong dies with buyback available, but EG are pressing towards their objectives. A tier 3 tower glyphed for now, but won't be standing strong for long. Blaze just, wow, yeah.
Dire's
Impact.
top tower has fallen.
Lincoln's put on to Arteezy. Hex was already spent. Just making sure he's not going to get cursed though. Yeah, Lincoln's popped. Oh, he's good. He's got his own Lincoln's. Got one for a storm. Double layered Lincolns for EG. A good vortex there from Arben.
Stacking up.
Cold Embrace keeps him healed. Winter's Curse there too. Arteezy going to turn him.
He's so slow, not gonna even hit Storm.
A time dilation working against the Winter's Curse, so he doesn't do any damage to Arben.
Dota 2 is a beautiful game. Like, one hero is slow, you're trying to kill your own teammates, but because the enemy slowed you, you're not able to do it. He even gets the bash. Like this, it's something else. Now with the Abyssal Blade about to be finished on Arteezy, double damage is bottom. That means extra lockdown. Keeper of the Light, he's not having a good time. There is not a single saving item other than Glimmer Cape on Clockwerk, and they are holding on to Gem. Storm Spirit does have it, and And one more time, also anti-mage, like we did say it once, but I'm gonna say it again. Aghanim Scepter against anti-mage counterspell, you don't care about it, and that's a big upgrade.
So incredibly good. AM now behind the Ursa in net worth. Arteezy definitely showing off his brawn in this game, and a jump from Abed Storm, finding the Keeper of the Light. They do have Chrono coming soon, but Lay's holding on to it as they blow up Crit. No one dared to Arteezy's Ursa, but the rest of Navi, they are bailing. No longer wanting to fight as they've lost 2 heroes, and Ursa still with Aegis, meaning that EG have the upper hand continually through that battle.
They're gonna have a really hard time killing Ursa. Like, even if he does not have Aegis, there's gonna be another Linken's potentially, a kickback from Earth Spirit, and also Grave Force Staff from Dazzle. So he can overextend. He can just jump in blindly, potentially, and try to find the target inside the base.
Yeah, we just haven't had that same kind of you know, boldness and impact from the AM. He's got 402 last hits. He's got 100 last hits more than the Ursa. Similar amount of net worth, but Vici really hasn't found his opportunity to lock onto a target and kill them off. I mean, you know, we kind of expect these mana voids to be on the Storm Spirit, blowing people up, getting multiple kills.
Double Linken's very difficult. That Razor will have his Hex. It's also Blink Hex, so another form of initiation. Can we check the hero damage dealt? I want to see how much damage Anti-Mage did in this game. I feel like it's very low.
What's your guess? 5,000? 7.8k.
Lowest. Like, only Dazzle has lower damage.
Yeah, you're right. And what is that? That's half of the Storm's damage, half of the Ursa's damage. AM really has had a struggle this game, even though it looked like it could be a decent pick here up against the Storm Spirit. EG have maneuvered themselves to outplay him the entire game. 10k lead currently for EG, and another minute left on Aegis means they want to keep pushing their advantage. The top lane is unlocked with the tier 3 already dead. The outpost not taken back by Navi means that EG can set up base camp here again. Found in the trees. Oh, it's the AM.
No counter spell.
The key target. Abyssal Blade stunned and killed. He's dead for a minute and a half with no buyback money.
Yeah. Nightfall did not want to risk anything. Uses Refresher, hexes him again.
And they've got more as well lined up for them. Nightfall. He just solo kills the Wyvern in a matter of seconds. You blink your eye, you miss it.
Their pick-off potential is nuts. Like, as Anti-Mage, you want to be split pushing, trying to get something done on the side lanes, but he's never gonna feel comfortable. If 2 heroes are missing, Lay's career dies.
Yeah, makes matters only worse and worse.
That was a full Lotus Orb.
It was indeed.
Not gonna be there for 2.5 minutes.
That is a rough one. And no AM for 50 seconds. No Lotus on the void. 2 lanes pushing into the Dire base. And the evil geniuses looking to rack up yet another victory. The Aegis is reclaimed.
Are under attack.
They're backing away. I'm scared of the AM having buyback here. Definitely could have been a possibility. They don't know he doesn't have the money for it.
Are under attack.
There's potentially a good setup. Hex into Curse into Chronosphere, or any other way around. It's a lot of disable.
Tier 4 items. Immediately farm through all the neutrals. 4 tier 4 items there for EG.
Timeless Relic, of course, on Storm Spirit, so the pull on Electric Vortex is going to be even better. We're sitting at 3 seconds right now, plus 20% debuff duration, that's 3.6. And Arteezy did manage to find Ninja Gear, so his pick-off potential is through the roof. Being smoked with that Abyssal Blade could pick off anyone.
Good. But if they're able to lock Navi in their base, they're not going to get any of their neutral items, are they? Tier 4, 0 out of 5. Ethereal Blade queued up for the Keeper of the Light. Extra bit of burst damage, bit of safety against the physical coming out of this Ursa.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Scythe of Vice. Being closed in on by Arbed, still needs 1,700 gold or so.
Dazzle.
Can farm that very quickly.
There's way too many buttons to click on Nightfall. I would not love to play this Razor right now. Blink, Eon Disc, swap in the leveler when you feel like you're pushing. Oh, zip in. What is Solo doing outside of the base?
I'm not sure, did he have wards in his inventory or something? The only reason really could be if he's on a warding mission, just a sentry. Maybe he wants to push a wave, slow the advance of EG towards their base.
Assemble the Eon Disc in trouble, double BKB, double Sight of Voice.
Yeah, that Razor is
Gotta be a
nutty.
zoomer to have this item build.
Dire are scanning.
Definitely gonna be fast with your fingers. Radiant Vision covering that top Tinker ward spot and Dire Triangle.
My eternal.
3 wards, in fact. There's one in that top jungle, seeing pretty much every angle of attack Navi could make. While Navi see, again, similar to game 1, Navi see very little. This warding battle between Fly and Solo has been Fly all the way home.
Very difficult, because it was Crit who did buy early gem, and they got a lot of vision removed. Smoke from Navi. They want to make something done. Butterfly on Anti-Mage, which has been shown. Arteezy had a lot of gold saved up, went for Monkey King instead.
Is this a last chance attempt? They'll clear up Dazzle quickly. Just go buyback if they want to continue fighting, and this is around the time of Roshan respawning. 2 seconds until fast spawn. If it's an immediate one, Navi could maybe feel happy
and 50.
about it, but yeah. 50. Evil geniuses readying themselves, waiting in the trees, hiding in the fog of war. And Arteezy, Ninja Gear smoked up, is trying to break the smoke on anybody lurking. Navi are all holding hands together up in that top jungle though.
Is it possible to see how many runes teams did pick up? Active runes? Because I feel like EG has been controlling that for the last 30 minutes.
Dire's
Like Abed's had arcanes and regens, double damage we had for Arteezy a couple of times.
Abed kills another courier. That's a potential Lincoln Sphere for no one.
How long's that gone for? A few minutes, yeah? Double smoke.
3 minutes.
Both teams gonna clash and bash into each other. The Hex on Artur, gonna jump into the back. Arbet focusing on the kotl and the Wyvern. The Kurt is good onto the Razor, but they lose the Wyvern and the AM's falling.
Solo
He gets
kill.
obliterated by Arteezy's bear.
I think that might be it, Gary. Like, Chronosphere lands one more time, but they just don't have what it takes, and Solo will call it. They had the 3 hexes. When you think about it, it was actually 5 hexes, because 6 hexes.
7 Hex.